Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have my clinical bag here because you guys know I have been promising that I'm going to be making this video and I'm finally making it for you guys. So if you are new here, I am a family nurse practitioner student and I just finished my clinicals, I want to say maybe like 3 weeks ago, but I want to share with you guys everything that I have in here that I used for clinicals and that I think you should also have, because it'll obviously be beneficial to you to have these things. I will link anything that I can on my Amazon storefront, including the bag, which I've had for years. I took a long break from NP school, like literally like a year and a half, almost 2 years, and I've had this bag since and it's working great. It has the two, like the handles here, like the short handles. It has a long handle where there you can just put it over your shoulder, cross it over, carry it that way. Has pockets up here in the front, and it has like another pocket over here as well. So I'll link it down in my Amazon storefront, like I said. So first things first, highlighters, pens, blue, black, red, whatever pen you have is good. But you will need pens for clinicals, because for my school I had to write about each patient and put it into the school system. We were using In Place, which is a software that we would use to input all our patient information that we saw that day in the clinic, because they would actually count our patient encounters. So with that being said, we had a template, which I've talked about this template in the past. This is the template that we used. So this is all the information that is needed to put into the school system. So obviously I'm not gonna remember everything. So I would carry this in my lab coat pocket, like a bunch of them, and just anytime I was talking to the patient, I'm like making my note. If I went into the room with the provider and the provider was asking them questions, I was making my note too and getting as much information as I could. If during the specific like visit time frame I was not able to get the information, then I would just go back into their charting system and get the information I needed. I have made a video where I talk specifically about what is in this on this template. It's also saved on one of my Instagram highlights, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me there. It's the same handle as my YouTube name, but this pretty much has like the duration of the patient encounter, the age, gender, insurance, race, meds, the reason for the visit, ICD-10 codes, and you have to write like a small clinic note talking about the patient's visit, because like I said, we have to write down every patient encounter that we've had with each patient, which is not fun, because when you think about it, you're probably seeing a bunch of patients a day and you have to chart all this. You don't have to chart it specifically like right after clinicals, because you have like a certain time frame. I think we had like 7 days to input it or it wouldn't count. So instead of me waiting all that time waiting for all these patients to stack up, I would just do them during my lunchtime at clinical, because we had an hour lunch. So I recommend, where is it? Do I have it here? Yeah, I recommend that you guys take an iPad or your laptop and input all your patient information for that day during your lunchtime if you have time. So I got this iPad mini, but you can pretty much take anything, like I said, your laptop or whatever, and do that and save yourself time. Do it during your lunchtime instead of having to come home after clinic and putting in all this information in. Like the first week, you guys, it was taking me like 3 hours just to put in 8 patients, just to like get the groove of putting all this information in there. So trust me, it is time consuming. You don't want to do that. So take advantage of the time, like the downtime that you have in the clinic, and do that there. And make sure obviously that it's okay with your preceptor, because you don't want to be doing this and they're thinking that you're doing something else that's not related to clinical, you know. So just give them a heads up, or even ask them. I would just ask my preceptor, not like during lunch, but like if there was any downtime during the 8 hours that I was there, I would ask them like, hey, would it be okay if I input my patients since we're still waiting for patients to come in, etc. And he'll be like, yeah, that's fine. But during your lunch hour, I mean, that's your lunch hour, you can do whatever you want. But definitely recommend that you take this to clinic. For myself, the iPad mini, you guys, it's so small, but like the keyboard is super small. So I ended up buying myself a bigger keyboard, which is still packaged because I never used it. But this is an option for you where you could just insert your iPad there, and the keyboard is a lot bigger than the iPad mini. But yeah, like I said, I didn't even open it. I didn't even use it because I didn't want to take it and just carry it around. I was like, oh, whatever. Like, it's just an hour that I'm putting in all this information. So, of course, you're going to need a stethoscope. This is the Littmann Classic 3. And just any stethoscope will do, you guys. So stethoscope. And of course, you're gonna need your badge. I got this badge holder. And I got this badge reel. My hand is so dry, look at that, Jesus. This badge reel off of Amazon. It came in a box with 3 of these, pink, white, and a black one. I literally need to put some lotion on these hands. Okay, so I also have masks that I took. I took my own mask. I talked about this before. I was using this mask at the end, but I also used another mask, which I think I ran out of it, so I don't even have the packaging anymore, but it's on my Amazon storefront, and I feel like those were a lot more comfortable. Like I said, check out my Amazon storefront. But yeah, mask. I was actually double masking. So I was doing the KF94, and then on top I just put like a regular surgical mask, because I was like, yeah, I'm keeping myself safe and my family safe and the other patients safe, because I don't want to get sick. Also, I'm looking for, I had some eyeglasses that I was using prior to buying Stoggles, but they would like fall off the bridge of my nose. Not these, the other ones would fall off the bridge of my nose, and they would fog up super quick, and they were just annoying me, and I would constantly be like picking them up. So that's why I ended up buying the Stoggles. So these are it. They're cute. They come in this little baggie, and then you also have the option of buying the case for them, which I did buy the case, but I didn't even open them. So, wait, I think I have a case right here. Yeah, the case is here. I'm telling you, see, it's still packaged because I never used it. It's like a white, oh, fancy, oh, fancy. So let me put this down, hold on. It's very fancy. It's white though. I'd probably get it dirty right away. But this little baggie is sufficient. You don't have to buy the case. I don't know how I bought the case, but I did. So yeah, these Stoggles, I like them. They're stylish. They have the covering here. They don't fall off the bridge of my nose. But honestly, they do fog up a little bit. I wouldn't say they're like 100% like anti-fog. They do fog up a little bit, but it's a lot, maybe like 98% of the time they do not fog up. But there are times when it did. And I mean, it's fine. I didn't mind it. It was a lot more comfortable than the other ones, like I said. Those were freaking annoying because it would fog up all the freaking time. If I put my mask on appropriately and then the eyeglasses over the mask, then I was usually fine. So also I have this book here. It's the Bates Pocket Guide to Physical Examination and History Taking. So this like I said, it's a pocket guidebook, so it fits perfectly in your lab coat. This is an old, like it's like the 5th edition. It's old, but I mean, the assessment techniques haven't really changed much, and there's so much information in here, you guys. Let me try to look for something. There were times when I had to do some knee exams and I was looking on here because I was like, how the heck do I do that again? Okay, so let's do like this, like the wrist and the hands and like the different techniques and what to look for. Maybe you guys can't see that, but all the different types of tests that one can do when somebody has low back pain. Abduction, adduction, straight leg test. It's just like so much information, you guys. Knees. There's just a lot of information that I think is super valuable in here. If I had time to look up in a patient's chart like what they were here for, then I would usually, like if I knew they were going to be coming in for a knee exam, for example, then I would look up like what I needed to do for a knee exam, because sometimes I was like, oh my god, like how do you do that exam again? But yeah, this book is amazing. And there is obviously a bigger book that you can get, but I just like that one because I can carry it in my pocket. What else do I have in here? I have a bunch of pamphlets that my preceptor printed out for me because I was doing my pediatric rotation as well. So I have like the CDC vaccine schedule, which you can also get the CDC vaccine schedule on a free app on your phone. It's called the CDC vaccine schedule app. It's free. It's for adults, pediatrics, and most of the time pediatrics, they don't always get their immunizations on time, so you usually have to play catch up with them and go by the catch up table that is needed for them. So that's on there as well. But specifically pediatrics, you're gonna need to know your immunizations. So either print this out from the CDC website or get the app on your phone. Like I said, it's free. And he also printed out a bunch of stuff from the CDC website too for pediatrics. I have a big old notebook, and I have a little notebook just in case I needed to take extra notes. It fit in my lab coat perfectly. I'm like throwing everything, you guys. What else do I have? I think that's pretty much it. The rest were like pamphlets that my preceptor gave me for like diabetes and to learn about that information. Just that pharmaceutical reps would take to the clinic, like educational pamphlets. So I have that he gave me. So I also have my liquid IV, my strawberry flavor. I love this, you guys. And then I have like snacks in here, my Built bars, my protein snacks. So I literally thought I had a lot more things in this bag, but apparently that is all I have. The rest are just like random papers that I have in here. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that, like I said, all this information that I'm giving to you is helpful. I've vlogged my clinical experience as well, and I've given like tips before in other videos. So I'll link that nurse practitioner student series right here for you guys. Make sure to check those out. I'll link all the things that I can link on my Amazon storefront as well. And I will see you guys on my next video. Make sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and I'll see you guys on my next one.